Guys, a snowstorm is actually coming. We're supposed to get 10 to 12 inches of snow today, and we have to get a lot of things prepared for that huge amount of snow that's coming. But one thing is for sure, is that big snowstorms like this is great for breeding snakes. For whatever reason, low pressure fronts that come in with snowstorms are really good for breeding snakes. When that low pressure is coming in, the snakes can actually feel it and they breed way more. There's no doubt that our locks like literally double, triple, sometimes even quadruple on the days that a low pressure front is coming in. Now, I'm not exactly sure why that is, but you know, a lot of animals actually have that kind of reaction to low pressure fronts or barometric pressure fronts. Even dogs before a storm come in will start to cuddle and be a little bit of afraid, or even animals will run away from tsunamis and get to higher ground much before they end up coming. It's just kind of interesting, and I'd like to know from you guys in the comments why you think animals can actually sense barometric pressure better than we can. And speaking of comments, you know, I have a goal that I hope that you guys can help me with. I really want to get this channel where we have a couple thousand comments a day. So if you're a casual watcher and you're not actually commenting, do me a favor, comment down below. We could comment about the things we're talking about. You could tell me what animals you love, because you guys know I'm going to have a little bit of a tough ride coming up here, and there's going to be days that I'm going to be laying in bed, and reading your comments helps so much. As a matter of fact, I recently saw a poll that said, would you rather have 10 million subscribers on YouTube but not a really tight-knit community, or would you rather have 80,000 subscribers and have a really active community? I want our community to be as active as possible. I want the reptile army to step up. And listen, you guys would be helping me so much by commenting, because it's just going to give me something to do when I'm not feeling up to it.
Hello? So, is that you talking? Huh? Snowstorm. Oh, I guess salting would be a good idea. You're so smart, Salt. Oh, we're open today, too.
It's so important when a low pressure front comes in to have your males in with your females. Now, interestingly enough, it's before the low pressure front gets here, so it's on the front end of the storm, which is really weird. Usually the day before, or really early in the day, if a pressure front is coming in, that's when you want to have your animals in together. And like I said, you'll literally have 2, 3, maybe even 4 times more breeding. So we keep an eye on barometric pressure. And one year I actually wrote down every single day the barometric pressure and how many locks. And there was unbelievable that the day before a big drop in barometric pressure, we always had at least twice the locks as normal. And of course we have Pop here, the black-headed python. That was really close. That is full of eggs right now. And not only do snakes breed during low pressure fronts, but believe it or not, they'll actually lay eggs more frequently. Even a lot of mammals will actually give birth during low pressure fronts, which is really strange. Now, of course, Pop is still a few weeks away, so we're not expecting eggs today. But if it was today, 2.5 weeks from now, maybe she was 2 or 3 days early, oftentimes that snake will literally lay eggs in advance. It's just so incredible to see what animals can do.
Mike! Mikey! Mike! 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 Guys, he's not even in his office. Mike, where can Mike be? Don't understand. Cupcake? What? You seen Mike? You heard Franklin talking to Juliet? Okay. Thank you, Cupcake. I'll go check. Thank you.
So what else do we have to do to get ready for this giant snowstorm? I sure hope the power never goes out, but this is actually the port to the backup generator. And this is actually the transfer switch right here that basically shuts off the power to the actual place, and all the power goes through here that runs out to the actual plug that I just showed you. And then this is the actual generator that would run the entire building if we ever had a power outage. The only problem is that I've been here for 6 years, we've never had a power outage, and I don't really even know how to use this. So let's hope the power never goes out.
Franklin, Cupcake told me that you might have some information about Mike, where he is. I'm worried. Yeah, he's not very athletic. Oh, yeah, I can see how that could be a problem. You were talking to Juliet? I guess you could see a good vantage point. Alright, thanks for the help, Franklin. I'll be back. Come on, Juliet. I'm worried sick. Hey girl, I heard that you might have seen Mike? Aw, shed. No, I'm pretty sure that's just him running. Gotta get salt. What the heck does that mean, Julie? Why would Mike need salt?
But the aquarium across the street will actually have what they call an automatic generator set. That basically means that as soon as the power goes out, the generator comes on. You don't have to plug anything in or anything like that. It's going to be really nice. But you know, when you get into things like Diddy and Dixie, of course, they're right here at the window, right? So this window is going to be colder. So when the temperature drops a little bit, we do two things with Diddy and Dixie or any animals that are in the front. We'll actually, number one, let them out and let them run around a little bit and get warmed up out here. And number two, sometimes we'll just leave this door open so that the warmer air comes in here. Now we normally keep this 85 degrees with like a 95-degree hot spot. You can see Dixie way up here soaking in that hot spot right now. She's probably 95 degrees. Now in the winter, when it gets really cold or a big storm comes, it can sometimes drop down into the low 70s in this enclosure, which isn't ideal, but these guys can actually take that. And ironically enough, sometimes when the temperature drops, it actually encourages breeding, not only the low pressure, but also the temperature drop. And Dixie is starting to look pretty plump, like she's starting to come into an ovulation. Remember, 2 years ago, she laid a clutch of eggs. Last year she took up, and it looks like we're gonna have another clutch of eggs.
Salt. Julie said he needs salt. Why did Mike need salt? I don't understand. Salt! Hi, Salt. I heard you were talking to Mike, huh? Give me all the details. I need to know where he is. There's a snowstorm coming. How could you even tell? It's perfectly normal outside. Wow, that's amazing. Thank you, appreciate that.
The other thing we do when we have a big snowstorm, or even if the temperature drops really low, is we bump the temperature up just a little bit, like a couple extra degrees, because obviously the building isn't airtight. There's some drafts that come in, so we want the temperature to be up a little bit higher so that in the areas that the draft is coming in, it's actually still staying at 80, 82 degrees. And of course, if the temperature actually drops below a certain degrees, we have this set at about 65 degrees right here. It actually alerts me. The alarm goes off. It actually will give me a call and say, hey, it's dropped down. If for whatever reason, when the power goes out, the alarm doesn't go off, at least we have a temperature sensor that goes off so that it never gets too low, so that as soon as that hits, I know there's a problem and I can get here as quickly as I can.
Mike, what the heck, man? I've been looking all over for you. All the animals, they've been telling me to go to one another, and then I got the salt, and Salt said that she told you to get salt, and then there's all this salt. There's a storm coming, and you're outside with the shovel. I don't know what's going on, Mike. Are you gonna talk to me? Can you give me anything, Mike? Anything? Are you even here right now? Hello? I know what to do. If I was Mike, what would I like? He likes chocolate chip witches. This ought to get him. I've never seen Mike resist an ice cream sandwich. Tell me why you're out here, buddy. I know you want it. Just tell me why you're out here, Mike. It's not that hard, though. God, he's good.
A little hack if you guys ever have your power go out with your reptiles for more than just a handful of hours is you can get these heat packs, and most like hardware stores will sell them. People use them on construction sites where they'll actually put them in their pockets to warm their hands. These are actually 40-hour heat packs. Here you can get 24-hour, 12-hour, but these, you put these in the cages and that'll actually act as like a hot rock or a heat thing, so that if the temperature drops a little bit, you can do this. If you can't find these, you can actually even get hot water bottles and actually put a hot water bottle in there, like a Pepsi bottle or something like that. Fill it up with hot water, put it in there, and that's going to help keep your animals warm if the power ever goes out. Now when it comes to colubrids, honestly, I'm not sure that weather really matters, because 99% of the time when you put a male colubrid in with a female colubrid, it immediately breeds. This happens to be an albino Applegate gopher snake. Really beautiful albino snake. I mean, it's looking really cool, and hopefully we'll be producing these guys here coming up, but I'm not 100% sure that the low pressure front helps or hurts when it comes to colubrids.
I know. It's like I'm cheating with your girl right now. You're not gonna tell me, Mike? You're not gonna tell me?
So I'm not really 100% sure why this happens. I'd really love to know what you think down in the comments. Like I said, let's get this comment section really growing and let this become a community. The reptile army, we need to really do this. So hit me with a comment. Let me know why you think low pressure fronts actually causes breeding, egg laying, why animals act different during that time, and why humans can't. I just find it very interesting. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, there's a playlist that you can watch all kinds of videos. You can also hit that subscription button. It would mean a lot to me. Also, hit that like button while you're down there. Have a wonderful day, Reptile Army. Remember,
why am I eating ice cream? It's cold.